Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're checking out the 30-Minute Sisters Far-Farina, and while the names seem to be getting a bit more strange, the kits do seem to be improving, just in the fact that they're coming with more accessories in the box, which is nice, and this one's definitely going in that direction. Looks like it's going to be an awesome kit. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so let's start off by taking a look at the box and its contents here. A really cool illustration of the character right there on the front, blocking much of the name, but the name under there is Far-Farina. Very interesting names they're going with for the characters for this series. But you have that kind of faded out close-up look of the face there in the background, and yeah, a very nice character illustration here. Very light pastel-y color scheme for this one's kind of cool. On the side of the box here, you can see this is number 5 in the lineup. And on the bottom of the box here, we got a look at some more of the details. Hand option parts we have included in there, very nice. Face option parts there, then just the base body here, and then the armored up body with some of the armor and accessories and stuff that we have in here. So that's also something that's very nice to see, some more accessories being included in the box, so that's really cool. Action shots over here showing kind of everything that's included. And then on the other side, of course, customization. You can customize this with the many different hair parts, face parts, body parts from other kits, armor, weapons parts from other kits, and all that good stuff. And as I'm sure we'll see in the manual in just a moment, you can also, of course, customize this by mixing and matching parts with the 30 Minutes Missions kits as well. Let's find our manual and take a look at that. Right there on the top, we have our box art and also some credits for the designing of the kit, so that's always cool to see. I like that aspect of the manual. Down here at the bottom, the same images of the kit that we saw on the outside of the box. And the same thing here on the back, once again just talking about how you can customize this by mixing and matching all the different parts of the kit with different 30 Minutes Mission, 30 Minute Sisters parts. Here's the parts list, which is all in color, and part of the construction manual here is in color, whereas all the inside is all in black and white. But again, another thing that I do really like about these manuals is the inclusion of the little chibi version of the character here that gives you advice about how to build the kit up in here throughout the manual. So no stickers or polycaps with this kit, but we do have an included stand here in clear, very nice. For our face parts, we've got face part A, which yeah, is in a very light pastel kind of printing for this. That's face part number 1, face part number 2, you can see a little bit different color there for that one. Face part number 3 is in the same colors as number 1, but different expression there for the angry face. And then our face part A Forerunner is just the flesh tone parts for the neck and inside the head and the ears. Runner A, a big 4-color runner here. We've got flesh tone, like a very dark navy, a very light blue, and a nice yellow color on there as well. Runner B here, some more parts in that light baby blue color. Runner C, some more parts here in yellow. Runner D, some more parts in that dark navy blue. Runner FA is some weapons and accessory kind of joint parts here in a gray color. Runner FB1 and FB2 are some of our equipment parts here in a very nice, like a light sort of teal bluish color, and it's a really nice color, and it's not looking this like it's appearing the same on camera as it is in person, but it's a really nice blue color. FC2 is a couple more parts here in gray. HA1, 2, 3, and 4 are all of our hand parts here in a very light blue color. And finally our hair parts here, HP C1, C2, and FC1 are all our hair parts in a very interesting green color. Alright guys, so here is the kit all built up, and as I've been saying, it's awesome to have a lot more in the box aside from just the main body. It just means less stuff that you have to buy separately, so the fact that you have all these really cool accessories and stuff built into there that you can of course customize in a lot of different ways, and we'll get into a little bit of that in today's video, but obviously there's a lot more that you could do with this than what I'm going to be able to show you just in this one video. It's open for your creativity, of course. But yeah, with this kit, not only do you have the great main body of the kit, but then you also have some really great accessories, so it's nice to see. But getting into the accessories for the kit, and obviously you're going to have your main ones already attached on here. The shield is right here, the main lance is right there, and you can see you've got the handle for that, this kind of sub arm that's connected that to the backpack equipment with the handle, and all different ways that you could go about holding that. All this backpack equipment here on the back side and all the articulation built into that. All this stuff can move around, and around here in the back you've got these parts connected to our lower back right there. So other accessories that we do have, you do also have the sword, which is just a single piece, a single color in yellow here, but again that looks very cool. We've seen this with a previous kit, I remember. Then you do also have a pair of just kind of regular feet if you didn't like the clawed feet, which I don't particularly like. I'm probably going to swap these out for just the regular feet there like that. You've got an optional hair part here at the front if you didn't want these blue parts on there. Those are attached in with the bangs, so if you didn't want to have those on there, you've got an optional part here for the bangs that doesn't have the spots for plugging those in. Our optional face parts here, of course, which are all really nice. Quite interesting how like the colors are quite muted, and it's intentional, like, you know, for the design, but it's very different from a lot of other kits. Optional connection pieces for like the yellow part there in the thigh. You can plug something onto there. The same thing for this part, which goes on right there at the wrist if you wanted to plug something onto the wrist. And then one for the upper arm there as well. And then you also have one here for the chest. You have this optional chest part here that you can plug on there, and that will give you obviously a hard point right there on the center of the chest, and you could use that for plugging on some different armor or something onto the front of there as well. And then for all of our hand option parts, we've got the closed fist, you've got the pointing finger hands, you also got your weapon holding hands with the hinge at the wrist there. Those will come in handy. And then we got two types of open hands. You got open resting hands as well as your open expressive hands. So a lot of hand option parts in here. You got your face option parts, all the weapon option parts. So you've just got a lot of really nice options here in the box, which is a nice change from some of the previous releases in the lines. The first couple ones didn't really come with anything. It was fine because you have a lot of stuff available that you can buy separately, but it's nice to have a fair amount of stuff in the box, and then if you do want something more additional, you can buy something extra as well. One of the other 30-minute sisters or 30 minutes missions option part set or whatever else you might want to use with it, but it's nice to at least have a more complete feeling kit here like with this one. And you do also have that included base in there as well, which is nice. It's just for this review I'm using just a regular action base just because it gives a little bit more options just in terms of the posability of that. But if you don't have a regular action base on hand, the included base is a nice one for this that will at least be able to keep the kit up off the ground to do some really cool aerial poses that you can do with that. But other than that, guys, not too much else to go over with this kit. It's got great articulation, same like what we've seen with all the kits in the line so far. The actual construction and engineering of the body is all the same, so all the construction is all going to be the same. It's just the details and the size and shapes of the parts going to be slightly different, but otherwise it's going to be able to do basically any pose that you might want. The articulation is very nice, really nice details on there. Like I said, the color separation is pretty good. You could definitely bring out a lot of the details with some detail painting on this, at least doing some panel lining to bring out some of the details in like the armor sections and stuff. There's a lot of really nice detail there, but emphasizing that a little bit just with some panel lining or something, throw a little top coat on there, and it'll be looking very nice. You do also have decal sets available. Bandai's coming out with 30 minutes missions decal sets. I don't think that they've had anything as far as like a 30-minute sisters decal set coming out yet. But if you just want some decals for the equipment and things like that, any of like the 30 minutes missions or any kind of decals would look cool to add just some markings around on some of the more mechanical aspects of the kit. I think that could look cool. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. And then of course, if you're interested in picking up this kit or any of the other kits in the line or anything else from Bandai, you can check the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store. And if you guys would also like to leave a like or subscribe while you're here, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for the support. Until next time, hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye guys.